Oh yeah, man. Welcome back. Welcome back to the road trip, Mishpaka Kingdom Builders, Road Trippers, Akim and Akatim, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, aunties, and uncles, man. Grandpas and grandmas and everybody in the house, man. Everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? That's right, man. All right. Shalom, shalom. Peace and blessings to each and every single one of you, man. Your homes, your dwelling places, right? Your children. Loved ones, friends, and those pets, man. Little fur baby, fur nuggets, man. Little fur babies. All right, man. All praises to the Most High. Abba Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Glory to Yahweh Shai. Honors to the Ruach HaKodesh, man. My love and my respect goes out to each and every single one of y'all, man. Hallelujah. Yeah, we out here, man. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's a good day. It's a good day. It's a good life. Really, for real. It's a good life. You know. Even though we have adversity, you know, and we get kicked to the curb and we get stomped down and we get dragged through the mud and we get thrown into a dumpster and that gets kicked down 5 flights of stairs. Guess what? We have a promise. We have a covenant. Naga, we got a covenant. That's better than a promise. We have a covenant. That's eternal forever and ever and ever. We have a covenant, family. That's what makes, like, your worst day is laughable. It's laughable. I mean, it's not funny when you're going through it because it's frustrating, right? Yeah, it really pisses you off. Like, it just sets you on fire. Like, you just, why people keep messing with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel you, man. I get it, right? It's not funny when you're in it. But can you imagine 1,000 years from now, when we're all sitting around a table in one of our feast days and we're all sitting there and Yahweh Shai is at the end of the long table, right? And all of our brothers and all of our sisters are sitting around and we're all talking about our life when we used to live back in the world. You know what I'm saying? Before the war. Before the Great War. You know what I'm talking about. Before Armageddon. Before Megiddo. You know what I'm saying? Or before Gog and Magog. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be talking about life before the war. And we're going to be laughing about it, like paying bills and stressing out and rent and all this kind of stuff. It's going to be a joke. It's going to be a joke. All this is a joke. You can't take this seriously, man. I mean, you got to do it now because you have to survive, right? But this is a joke. This is a joke. And we're all going to be laughing about this 1,000 years from now. 2,000 years, 3,000, 4,000, 20,000 years from now. This is going to be a joke. Seriously. And you know it's true. That's why I don't put too much stock in any of this crap, man. You know what I mean? I sit by and, you know, One day at a time, man. I let life come to me now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going looking for life no more. No, no. I'm 38 years old, about to be 39 this year. I let life come to me now. You know? And if my life were to end today, hallelujah, man. Because that means that I serve my purpose. He's going to do with me what he wants, man. Let his will be done. Understand? So if he takes me out of here, then he's going to be saving me from more stress. And also, that means that I've done what he needs me to do. See what I'm saying? I look at life completely different than most people. You know what I'm saying? And I don't look at death as most people do. We're all here for a purpose. When your purpose is complete, whatever that purpose is, then there's no need for you to be here. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we're already washed up, man. We're dipped up, man. Bathed in water, bathed in fire. Let's go ahead and get these scrolls, man. We're starting a brand new book, man. It's the Book of Wisdom, otherwise known as Wisdom of Solomon, right? And here's a little note at the top that talks about it before. It says, the Book of Wisdom was written as late as 50 years before the coming of Christ, right? Coming of the Mashiach, right? Yahushua. Its author, whose name is not known to us, was probably a member of the Israelite community at Alexandria in Mizraim, in Israel, in Egypt, right? He wrote in Greek, in a style patterned on that of Hebrew verse. At times, he speaks in the person of Solomon, placing his teachings on the lips of the wise king of Hebrew tradition in order to emphasize their value. Okay, and that's what they say before we get started. All right, no further ado, man. I think I've talked your head off enough. You got a few moments. Get your scrolls out if you want to read along with me. We're gonna go ahead and dive into chapter 1. I'm not gonna tell you when we're gonna stop. I'm just gonna read until it feels meet, right, or appropriate. All right, hallelujah. Talk to you soon. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1. Let's begin. Chapter 1, and it reads, Love righteousness, all you who are judges of the earth. Think of the Most High with a good mind. Seek him in singleness of heart, because he is found by those who don't tempt him, and is manifested to those who trust him. For crooked thoughts separate from Yahweh. His power convicts when it is tested, and expose the foolish. Because wisdom is not enter into a soul that devises evil, nor dwell in a body that is enslaved by sin. For a Kodesh spirit of Kodesh Ruach of discipline will flee deceit, and will depart from thoughts that are without understanding, and will be ashamed when unrighteousness has come in. For wisdom is a Ruach who loves man, and she will not hold a blasphemer guiltless for his lips, because Yahweh is witness of his inmost self, and is a true overseer of his heart, and a hearer of his tongue, because the Ruach of the Most High has filled the world, and that which holds all things together knows what is said. Therefore, no one who utters unrighteous things will be unseen, neither will justice, when it convicts, pass him by. For in his counsels the ungodly will be searched out, and the sound of his words will come to the Most High to bring his lawless deeds to conviction. Because a jealous ear listens to all things, and the noise of murmurings is not hidden. Beware then of unprofitable murmuring, and keep your tongue from slander, because no secret utterance will go on its way void, and a lying mouth destroys a soul. Don't court death in the era of your life, and don't draw destruction upon yourself by the works of your hands, because Yahweh didn't make death, neither does he delight when the living perish. For he created all things that they might have being. The generative powers of the world are wholesome, and there is no poison of destruction in them, nor has Hades royal dominion upon earth. For righteousness is immortal, But ungodly men by their hands and their words summoned death. Deeming him a friend, they pined away. They pined away. They made a covenant with him because they are worthy of belonging with him. They are worthy to belong with him. Talking about death, Hades, right? The overseer of Sheol, the underworld, and not the good part of Sheol. We're not talking about Abraham's bosom. We're talking about Tartarus. Naga. So before you want to jump in and correct me, I'm talking about Tartarus, not Abraham's bosom. It's all part of Sheol. We know the underworld. All right. Let's continue. All right. Shalom, man. All right. Chapter 2, and it reads, "For they said without themselves, with unsound reasoning, our life is short and sorrowful. There is no healing when a man comes to an end. And no one was ever known who was released from Hades, because we were born by mere chance, and hereafter we will be as though we had never been, because the breath in our nostrils is smoke, and reason is a spark kindled by beating of our heart, which being extinguished, the body will be turned into ashes, and the ruach will be dispersed as thin air. Our name will be forgotten in time. No one will remember our works. Our life will pass away as the traces of a cloud, and will be scattered as is a mist when it is chased by the rays of the sun and overcome by its heat. For our allotted time is the passing of a shadow, and our end doesn't retreat, because it is securely sealed, and no one turns it back. Come therefore, and let's enjoy the good things that exist. Let's use the creation earnestly, as in our youth. Let's fill ourselves with costly wine and perfumes, and let no spring flower pass us by. Let's crown ourselves with rosebuds before they wither. Let none of us go without his snare in our proud revelry. Let's leave signs of mirth everywhere, because this is our portion, and this is our lot. Let's oppress the righteous poor. Let's not spare the widow, nor reverence the gray hair of the old man. But let our strength be a law of righteousness, for that which is weak is proven useless. But let's lie and wait for the righteous man, because he annoys us. He annoys us, and contrary to our works, reproaches us with sin against the law, and charges us with sin against our training. He professes to have knowledge of Yahweh, and calls himself a child of the Most High. He became to us a reproof of our thoughts. He is grievous to us even to look at, because his life is unlike other men's, and his paths are strange. We were regarded by him as worthless metal, and he abstains from our ways as from uncleanliness. He calls the latter end of the righteous happy. He boasts that Yahweh is his father. Let's see if his words are true. Let's test what will happen at the end of his life. For if the righteous man is Yahweh's son, he will uphold him, and he will deliver him out of the hand of his adversaries. Let's test him with outrage and torture, that we may find out how gentle he is, and test his patience. Let's condemn him to a shameful death, for he will be overseen according to his words. So they reasoned, and they were led astray, for their wickedness blinded them. And they didn't know the mysteries of Yahweh, neither did they hope for wages of kodeshness, nor did they discern that there is a prize for blameless souls. Because Yahweh created man for incorruption, and made him an image of his own everlastingness. But death entered into the world by the envy of the devil, and those who belong to him experience it. And that's the end of chapter 2. We're not done, man. Let's get ready to get some more. All right? Hold up. All right, man. You see that? The devil uses people to tempt you, man. Straight wickedness, man. Chapter 3, let's go, man. In chapter 3, and it reads, "But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahweh, and no torment will touch them. In the eyes of the foolish, they seem to have died. Their departure was considered affliction, and their travel away from us ruin. But they are in peace, For even if in the sight of men they are punished, their hope is full of immortality. Having borne a little chastening, they will receive great good, because Yahweh tested them and found them worthy of himself. He tested them like gold in the furnace, and he accepted them as the whole burnt offering. In the time of their visitation, they will shine. They will run back and out like sparks among stubble. They will judge nations and have dominion over people. The Most High will reign over them forever. Those who trust him will understand truth. The faithful will live with him in love, because grace and mercy are with his chosen ones. But the ungodly will be punished, even as they reasoned, those who neglected righteousness and revolted from the Most High. For he who despises wisdom and discipline is miserable. Their hope is void, and their toils unprofitable. Their works are useless. Their wives are foolish, and their children are wicked. Their descendants are cursed, because the barren woman who is undefiled is happy, and who has not conceived in transgression. She will have fruit in the visitation of souls. So is the eunuch, which has done no lawless deed with his hands, nor imagine wicked things against the Most High. Why? Because he's a eunuch. He doesn't care about no female flesh. For a precious gift will be given to him for his faithfulness, a special favor, and a delightful inheritance in the Most High sanctuary. For good labors have fruit of great renown, and root of understanding can't fail. But children of adulterers will not come to maturity. The seed of an unlawful bed will vanish away. For if they live long enough, they will not be esteemed. And in the end, their old age will be without honor. It's going to be without honor altogether. If they die quickly, they will have no hope, nor consolation in the day of decision. For the end of an unrighteous generation is always grievous. It's always grievous. That's the end of chapter 3, man. All right, I got time. You got time? You got time? I got time, man. All right, chapter 4. Let's begin. All right, chapter 4. It is better to be childless with virtue, for immortality is the memory of virtue, because it is recognized both before Yahweh and before men. When it is present, people imitate it. They long after it. When it has departed throughout all time, it marches crowned in triumph, victorious in the competition for the prizes that are undefiled. But the multiplying brood of the ungodly will be of no profit, and their illegitimate offshoots won't take deep root, nor will they establish a sure hold. For even if they grow branches and flourish for a season standing unsure, they will be shaken by the wind. They will be uprooted by the violence of winds. Their branches will be broken off before they come to maturity. Their fruit will be useless, never ripe to eat, and fit for nothing. For unlawfully conceived children are witness to wickedness against parents when they are investigated. But a righteous man, even if he dies before his time, will be at rest. For honorable old age is not that which stands in length of time, nor is it measure given by number of years. No, it's not. But understanding is gray hair to men, and an unspotted life is ripe old age. Being found well pleasing to Yahweh he was loved. While living among sinners, he was transported. He was caught away, lest evil should change his understanding, nor guile deceive his soul. For the witchcraft of worthlessness obscures the things which are good, and the whirl of desire perverts an innocent mind. Being made perfect quickly, he filled a long time, for his soul was pleasing to the Most High. Therefore he hurried out of his midst of wickedness. But as for the people seeing and not understanding, not considering this, that grace and mercy are with his chosen, and that his visits his Kodesh ones. But a righteous man who is dead will condemn the ungodly who are living, and youth that is quickly perfected will condemn the many years of an unrighteous man's old age. For the ungodly will see a wise man's end, and won't understand what the Most High planned for him, and why he safely kept him. They will see, and they will despise, but the Most High will laugh them to scorn. After this, they will become a dishonored carcass and a reproach among the dead forever, because he will dash them speechless to the ground and will shake them from the foundations. They will lie utterly waste. They will be in anguish, and their memory will perish. They will come with coward fear when their sins are counted. Their lawless deeds will convict them to their face. And that's the end of chapter 4. And we're going to end it there, right there, family. We're going to end it right there, family. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, man. I love each and every single one of y'all, man. Shalom, shalom. Peace and blessings to all of y'all, man. Go in peace. I talked the fire out, but I don't care, man. It happens all the time. But I'll see you guys soon. All praises to the Most High. I love you. Yeah.